And her case is actually very it's not special, because we have seen other cases coming out like hers, and this just arises when she has critiqued the government about the dollar inflation and how the dollar is affecting the public debt, that the public debt is sharply increasing due to the dollar inflation, and of course also calling out some misappropriation of public funds, and and of course hyped budget on Saturdays, and of course seeing this case rising up just after she has called out the government, then I can assume, and I'm not concluding that, I can assume that there's a conspiracy in between these cases. And although I'm not suggesting, or I'm not concluding that this is a political witch hunt, because if at all she was alleged of forgery and false pretense, and of course operating a circular business without a permit or a license, then should be called out to by the law. Then the law, of course, has to take its course. It's not a case that, because you were appointed by a former president and then you have been alleged in court, and then every person who is alleged in court will always bring up a political issue, so that we can, the public can, of course, get to know that it is a political witch hunt. But at all, but at the end of the day, maybe she was alleged, and she was, of course, maybe she committed these crimes, but it is the court now to determine. It's the court to determine, and of course we give the court now. It is in the courts now. We give the court its time to actually interrogate this case.
Mwangi, but want us to listen, but it gets a bit comical. Let's essentially listen to this particular details of the story. You understand at this one. And Castro, I want you to listen to it as well. I mean, that's why essentially when the Daily Nation looks at those particular details, they'll be right. If they're told where are the facts of your story to write this particular headline, they will fish them out immediately. Now, listen, that Ms. Mutungi, Claudia, who is essentially claiming her 29 million shillings, wrote on June 4th, 2020, asking for her money. But FEP replied saying this could only take effect from July 5th, 2020.